My name's Mayor Smith. I'm Senior Director of the residential programs in Northern California.
How does Fred Finch residential treatment programs support youth and families?
We have two different residential programs in Oakland on the campus. One is a long-term residential treatment program. State of California language is STRTP, short-term therapeutic residential program. It's a co-ed program for adolescents who are 12 to 18 who are duly diagnosed with not drug and alcohol, which in our field many people think that, but who are duly diagnosed with mental illness, emotional difficulties, and developmental disability and or autism. And they have lots of behaviors. And so they come to us for treatment and with the goal of going home. And we have a short-term program, a crisis stabilization and assessment program. It's a 90-day program. There's 4 beds in that program. That program is called Yosemite. We have 4 beds in that program. 3 are 90 days for Regional Center of the East Bay clients, and 1 is a shorter term program for kids who have Kaiser insurance. And the goals of that program are to stabilize kids who've been having crises and do really good assessments and discharge planning and send them home with services and supports in the community to be able to stay at home. I think the most important modality we do is family. And you can't heal a child in isolation from their family. And so you can heal and do all kind of work, and then if they go home and there hasn't been a shift in the family system, it all goes back to what it was. So in my philosophy and my program's philosophies are families are at the center of the table, and they're driving the cart. I start involving families when I'm doing assessments and I'm predicting what some of the issues might be with the family. We do family therapy at least twice a month, more often once a week for our families. We are trying to get together a family support group, which I think we're working on getting that. But we also do fun stuff, because therapy is hard work, and therapy and working on your issues and working on your stuff with your kid or your stuff with your parenting, that's hard work. That's exhausting. So we try every other month, like we'll do a holiday open house, or we'll do what we call a spring fling or a Thanksgiving feast with our family. So we try to do fun events where they can come and just play with their kids and let their guard down a little in between the hard work of therapy. So we are only the parentheses in a kid's life. They have all this history before they get to us with their family, and they're here for this very brief. It seems long to them. A year and a half in the life of a child seems forever. But we know it's not. And they have that parentheses with us, and then they're going to go and have all this history with their families. So who are we to isolate from that? So I really do think the most important thing we do is work with our families and get them to the table and get them to look at what do they need to do to sustain changes so their kid can come home.